Okay, all right, that's good. All right, so we're really gonna start from the beginning. Is your handout, lesson one handout in front of you somewhere?
Yeah.
Okay. In the future, if you put it on a music stand or something, that would really help. So let's just go. I'm gonna skip a lot of stuff in here. Most of it's reading, but I will ensure that you read it and sort of understand it. Okay.
Doesn't really stay in there.
So just get a cheap music stand. Doesn't have to be anything fancy, just so it'll hold a. And I always encourage you to hole punch these and get them in a binder. That'll really help you stay organized. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, great. All right, awesome. Okay, so let's just turn to page. Well, it's page XIII. That's an error. It says Big Part 1 at the very top.
Let's see.
It's about 4 or 5 pages in. It's about 5 pages in. You see it?
Where is it?
It says Part 1, lessons 1 through 4.
Where's that one at? Read this first.
You're looking for a big, bold Part 1.
This is talking about setup. It's page 18, 19. I wonder if we printed everything, didn't we? Uh-oh, I might have missed something when I printed stuff, Joe.
Uh-oh, okay.
I don't, yeah, nuts.
Well, what's your first page?
Well, that checklist is what's in here.
All right.
Well, this course syllabus.
Yeah, the syllabus. Okay, yeah. Well, just turn to your back more pages and show me what you've got. Show me what your first pages are.
Let's see here. Can you see?
Yeah, that's from the that's the PDF I sent you. That's not part of the course.
Oh, nuts. Okay.
Go a bunch of pages in. Just keep going.
Yeah, it's talking about amplifier. It's talking about equipment and setup.
Keep going. It's way past that.
Recommendations for home practice. Lesson
okay.
material usage.
Keep going.
And it ends after your policy on late starts.
Okay, well, I sent you the lesson 1 handout and
What the world?
and asked you to print it out.
Take that. Uh-oh. Well, here's lesson 1, but
Okay, what's read something to me on. Is the lesson 1 top of the page a real bold black line, black rule, and it says lesson 1?
I'm not seeing that.
Well, show me what you're thumbing through there, Benjamin.
Just this. Can you see that? I don't know
Okay.
if you can see.
Yeah,
or not.
yeah.
This is just my phone.
Oh,
Read
that's
this first.
again. That's the kind of intro PDF I send out to everybody who wants to learn. So keep going.
Keep on this PDF. Keep going or get to a different one.
That's actually not what we're looking for. We're looking for lesson 1.
Oh man. Okay.
It's called lesson 01 underscore E9 101.
Okay, that makes sense because that's what I printed off, and then we have that in the folder.
Yeah.
Oh, right there it says lesson 1, but it says course syllabus. So I think that's what I just showed you, though. Then there's another page there, but it doesn't go anymore.
Okay. Hold it closer to the phone so I can really see it. Yeah, that's
We
part of
have
the.
that one printed.
Okay. Well, okay. If you don't have the lesson one printed, we gotta pause this and just try again some
Find
other
it.
time. Well, if you haven't
Yeah,
printed it
okay.
out, those things are really hard to read on a phone. I really don't recommend
Yes.
that.
No, we're not trying to do that. I thought I printed everything off. I see 3 things.
Well, look through your
I'll
emails
show you
from. I can resend it, but if you just look through your emails, you probably find it as an attachment. It's in one of our emails.
Okay. Okay, this is lesson E9 101. We just looked at that. That's not it. Checklist. The Steel student info. Not that.
That's the
I
other.
don't-
That's the second of the intro PDFs I send out, so that's not it either.
Okay, I don't see any other ones here though.
Okay, well, I'll send you lesson one. And we're going to have to cut this short because you've got it in front of you. It's hopeless.
Nuts.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
All right. Let me show you. Let me just give you a little example of what it looks like playing a steel guitar properly. Okay.
Okay.
And let's do this one. Okay. So I'll just kind of explain the basics of what you're going to be doing as a player, Adalia. Okay. So your bar is real important. It's got to always be dead center on the frets to be accurate in pitch. Okay. So if I'm playing at fret 3. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, fret 3. Okay, and one of the biggest basic things you've got to learn how to do is get your grips, and it's explained in the lesson one. But let me just show you. All those notes, which are strings 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 10. We got to skip a couple of strings down at the bottom. Those are just 1, 3, 5 of a chord, of a major chord. So because I'm at fret 3, the bar off the guitar is actually that's key of E. One fret higher would be what? Quiz time. If this is E without the bar on, I'd play 1 fret higher. Which note in the scale would that be? Okay, never mind. Let's it'll all come to you sooner or later. But I'll tell you. Okay, here's all these are like half steps. All the frets are half steps from E without the bar on there to fret 12. That should match what you know about major scales from your piano playing. Every major scale is 12 tones, but we don't play for just a major scale. We don't play all the tones. We play whole half, whole half. So if I'm playing the string 4, that's the root note. If I play that, da 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 da. So I skipped some frets in there to just get the right intervals for the major scale. Okay. Now if I go up doing every fret, it'll be E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A, B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, E flat, E. All right. So that's how the guitar is constructed. You play guitar?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. So here I'm playing a G, and I've mentioned too in somewhere in my emails learning about 1, 4, 5. In the world of pedal steel and in country music in general, we just call these chords root, 4th, and 5th. So here's a root. You go up 5 frets to the 4th. And then 2 more frets to the 5th, and then 5 more to the octave higher 1. So essentially this is root, 4th, 5th, 1. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Well, Well, a big part of learning how to play and play on the bandstand, if you ever want to do that, which I hope you will want to someday, because nothing will improve your playing, Adalia, like playing out and struggling to keep up with the band. It'll be a slog, and you know, it'll be scary to death at first, but you play with enough bands on the bandstand, it just starts to make sense, and you start to get more comfortable with it. That makes sense? Okay, so here's another basic thing. Instead of going 1, 4, 5, 1, pedals let us do a lot easier way. So there's the open. We call this open because I'm not playing any pedals. And then I hit pedals A and B, and it turns it into the 4 chord. And if the 4 chord is there, you leave the pedals on, go 2 frets higher, and that's the 5. And then you go back to the open. Okay? Other things we do is we actually slide around to different inversions in different places on the neck. So here's the G. I slid up 10 frets to pedals down, G at fret 10. And then I go to open 4, open 5, and so forth. So the first big thing you got to get a handle on is just getting really consistent at playing your grips. I'll take the bar away. So this will be in lesson 1. I won't go too much into this, but I do want to just kind of show you this. So the grips are strings 3, 4, 5. That's called grip 1. Okay. And then the next grip is just go down 1 string and you play 4, 5, and 6. So your grip stays the same. Let me give you a close-up of all this. Okay. You see how my right hand looks? That's pretty much the way most players would have their right hand would look. So I'm playing 3 with my middle, 4 with my index, and 5 with my thumb, just right in a row. And when I want to, if I'm going to move to some other place, I don't want the strings ringing and you hear this kind of zippy sound. Like I'll go from the D down to A. Okay, that's no muting. I just leave my hand up. But if I want to go there cleanly and not hear that in between stuff, I drop my hand down, and I'm going to palm. This is called palm blocking. So I'm hovering like this, and then when I want to move that bar, I just roll my hand over a little bit like that, and that'll let me block all those notes at one time with the flesh of my palm. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to try it? Let's just get your fingers in straight 3, 4, 5. Don't worry about the bar. Let's just get rid of the bar for now. So middle finger on string 3, index on 4, and thumb on 5. Okay.
Okay.
Now try to make your hand look like mine. See, it's kind of these fingers and the picks are actually kind of slanted, moving backwards like this. So the thumb is pushing forward, and these fingers are always pulling back like that. Okay, so try to make your hand look like this, Adalia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better. You want? Yeah, get the palm down. That's good. Okay, now go ahead and pick the chord. Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. So yeah. So do that a few times in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. Your thumb is on the wrong string. Should be this. 3, 4, 5. Strings 3, 4, and 5. Good. Yeah, that sounds right. And I'll be coaching you on shaping your hand, because when your hand is like this, the fingers really need to be curved back. You kind of push your hand forward. See, this is kind of how you sort of look, but you need to be like this. And when you do that, watch what happens. My palm is actually not on the strings. until I do this. Then I just settle them down like that, and then I have that palm to block with. Okay, yeah. Now try to get the palm down. Leave those fingers in the strings and just force your palm down. There you go. That's how it should look. Something like that. Okay, good. It takes getting used to, Adalia. Don't worry, it's just how it is for everybody. Okay. Let's hear some more of that grip 1. Yeah, get that palm down. That'll be challenging for a while, but you'll get used to it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm picking the strings. I'm pushing forward with the thumb and picking backwards. This is my index and middle, and then I just lift the hand a little bit. Shouldn't go up very high, not way up here. You want to be close to the strings at all times. So just. And you'll do the same thing for all 3 of the other grips that we're going to cover today. Okay. Give me some feedback. You still there?
What?
It kind of cut out for a second there.
Okay, yeah, I'm hearing that too. Yeah. I want to see you pick. Pick this grip 4 times in a row, and try to keep that palm down. Okay. So instead of this, you want to be like this. My fingers don't move; they just kind of rotate. And then I've got, if I have my palm down, I have this butt sound. So that's what you want to start with. Maybe start with your palm down and then try to pick your strings. If you hear this, you've got it. You've got the blocking in place. If you hear this, you're kind of like this, or you were. And you'll never achieve good playing picking that way. You really got to adapt to this. And I know it feels weird at first. I remember when I was trying to learn how to play. It was a struggle, But I went to a teacher right away, and we kind of worked on the Hank Williams songbook. So I learned how to play all the Hank Williams songs, and that was a really good start for me. Okay, so let's move to another grip. Okay, so the next grip is leave your fingers in the same position and just come down 1 string. We're going to play 4, 5, and 6 now. Again, middle on 4, index on 5, thumb on 6. There you go, yeah. All right, let's play that 8 times in a row. All right, it's really good except for the palm blocking. We'll work on that going forward. For here on out, we're always working on technique. Technique is a very important part of pedal steel, and it's weird because you just got to do things with your hands. But so we're off to a good start. So that's grip 1 and then 2. The second one is grip 2, 4, 5, and 6. Now for the grip 3, we're going to move index and middle down just 1 string. So now they're on 5 and 6. And then we're going to skip string 7 and play string 8. So we kind of spread our fingers apart more. You see that on your screen?
I've got it, Bob.
Yeah.
So let's pick 5, 6, and 8. Grip 3. Yeah, good. All right, good. All right. So the last grip is grip 4. We're going to play string 6, 8, and 10. Again, middle on 6, sorry. Index on 8, thumb on 10. Okay, try it. Now get it string 10. I don't hear string 10. It's a very low string. Okay. I think that's right. The sound from your end is a little bit distorted. But, all right. And what else do you need to know? That's about it. So before the next lesson, I want you to just work really hard at getting these grips figured out and go, and eventually, not 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just do 2 each and then go down there. Okay. So that's your main homework for before next time. Okay. Another thing is we'll just no bar yet. We'll just add pedals A and B, and that's what they're labeled A, B, and C, Adalia. So A is the pedal on your far left. B is the one right next to it.
Okay.
So if I'm playing grip 1, I'll change the string 5, which gets raised by pedal A. So I'm going from an E major to a D minor, I guess. No, D flat minor. I don't even worry about what the names of the chords are. I just go by 1, 4, 5, or 2 minor, 3 minor. That's really just a harmonized scale. Do you ever cover that in your piano lessons?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's the chord. Now if I add pedal B, it changes it to a major chord again, and that's the 4 chord, or an A chord in the key B. E major, A major, E major, A major. Don't worry about pedal A alone. That's for down the road. I'm just kind of showing you what it does. And that affects both strings 5 and 10. Right? I've got unison notes there, or no, octave notes. So if I'm playing grip 4 and add A and B, it'll change that to a low A chord or the 4 chord. Okay, you tired? That's as far as I want to go. I just want you to practice your grips and some do the best at palm blocking that you can before next time. And I'll send you lesson 1 again. And so
John, I did find that, John.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Looking just across the emails without opening each one, I only saw 3 PDFs, and I printed them all, and I got you see these 2 pages?
Yeah,
I printed them off. That was what was one of them, but this here, which is what you wanted, was not included in that first attachment, but it was later on.
Okay. Well,
So-
emails and attachments are kind of weird.
They're hard.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you got that in front of you, let's go through a little bit of it, shall we? Oops. Oh. Oh, be back. Yeah.
Oh, no, there we go.
Yeah, you froze there for a little bit.
Yeah. Well, we got it now for next time at least.
Well, let's go through a little bit of it. Let's just kind of glance at a few pages, okay?
Let's see, which pages do you want it?
Let's go to the second page, lesson 1, E9 basics.
Maybe it's this one.
Keep going. It's after that, right after that.
It's after that.
Yeah, it's on the back. It's on the back side of that third page. Yeah, there we go. Right. Okay. So that's all the topics that are in lesson 1, and you can see it's a lot of stuff. So it really takes usually about 2 hours to get through all this. But I skip a lot of stuff just to save time. But let's just kind of look at the topics there. So we're going to go to the course overview. I'll talk more about what the course is all about and how we go about doing it. And then copedance, that's a new word for you, but that gets explained. And so forth. There's all the things we're going to talk about. A lot of stuff. It's just chock full. All right, so let's turn the page to the course overview. That'll be the next page, the second page after that. Well, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's look at that one. Hang on.
Oh, I'm losing track of which one is which.
Yeah, let's look at that page you had, the part one, the big bold part one. Okay, good. Okay,
Do you mean
there, that one. Yeah,
that one? Okay.
I'm going to read it to you just because it's super important to know what we're up against here. So these 4 lessons establish the basic skills and knowledge. That means knowing stuff and being able to do stuff, right? Okay, so those are like the 4 main core groups which you just learned. So that's going to be a big part of your practice. Names of open chords across the E neck, and I showed you a little bit of that, but we'll go into that in more detail. Palm blocking, which we're already into. That's really important to get going. And then the 3 main positions for major chords, and then acquiring a feel for steel. And I would say that last one is kind of the result of many months and years of playing and really getting your head around what this instrument and how it's laid out and how it works. But that's kind of what we're after for beginning E9 lessons. Okay, let's turn to go to the next page. There we go. Yeah. So
this one?
yeah. So that and the next page are just the lesson goals. So you can just look that over on your own. Don't need to worry about that for here.
Okay.
And again, on page 3, the numbers are now correct on your handout. Page 3 is course overview. And it goes into far more detail about what we're going to be doing.
Well, it'd be handy to print this out and put it in a binder so you're not getting mixed up.
Yeah, that's I would be dead in the water without binders and binders and binders.
Oh man. Yeah, and it's double-sided,
No, that works, but just get it in a binder so you can flip it real easy and it's still in sequence.
Yeah, we've got a real nice binder. It just didn't have this in it. I just printed it off.
Well, make sure you got a hole punch.
Binder? We do.
Okay, good. All right.
Is that the one you're talking about?
No, the next page that we're looking at is course overview. And the bottom is page 3, and that number is right. There we go. Yeah.
There.
Yeah. So this and the next page, the next these 2 pages and the next one after that are going to be part of this course overview. So just read through that on your own. We'll talk about all of that in more detail. All right, let's go to, I'm just going to touch on this briefly. Page 6, the copedon is the headline. Yeah, okay, let's look at that. What that is a diagram of how our pedals and levers are set up on the steel. And we have a whole nomenclature system. We name the levers F, E, A, and then G and D. So those are those really correspond to probably your left knee left. How many levers do you have, Adalia?
4.
4? Okay, yeah. Play string 4 and hit your left knee lever going left. Let me hear this. Okay, yeah. All right, so that is lowering both of your E strings, strings 4 and 8. So we see that on the diagram. Oh, wait a minute. Do it again. Make it nice and loud. Play string 8 as well. All right, let's play string 4 again. Yeah, they're both going up almost to F. They're not really in tune. And we'll have to learn how to tune strings with the changer. But that's going from E a half step up to F, okay? Now hit your same strings, hit your left knee right. So that's the other one on your left knee, and then push it to the right. All right, make sure you're really hitting it hard till it stops, Don't be shy. You won't break anything. That's your left knee, right?
You're pushing the pedals.
Yeah, take your feet off the pedals. There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah. Okay, so that's lowering from E to E flat or D sharp, whatever you want to call it. And it does the same thing on string 8. So hit that and play it. Yeah. Okay. Play the notes, those two strings together, and then hit your lever. Yeah. Okay. Those are pretty good. That's pretty close in tune. Not too bad. Okay. Let's move over to your right knee, and we're going to start with RKL, which stands for right knee left. Okay, and just strum across all your strings and let me hear it. Okay, hit string 1 and hit that lever. Yeah. Oh, where's mine? Figure out where mine are. Okay. I'm not going to worry about what it does. Okay. I'm just trying to get a sense of how in tune your guitar is, you know, because before we go too much further, we want to make sure we're playing pretty chords that are in tune with proper tuning. Okay, hit string 2 and hit your right knee left. Let's hear that. It's not doing anything, is it? Okay, all right. Okay, let's hit string 6 and see if that lever does anything to that note. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There's mine. Okay. All right. Good. That one's okay. Hit string 1 again. Hit that lever. Really good. Okay, it's going up a whole step. All right. Okay. Let's move on to the right knee right, and let's see what that does. Hit your string 2. Yeah, okay. Oop. Hit string 2 again, please. Yeah. Yeah, there it is on mine. Okay, so that sounds like it's in tune. Hit it again, please. Okay, good. Now let me ask you this. Do you feel like there's a little kind of soft stop in the middle of that going down a whole step? It would sound like this. And that's a half stop. And if you go push that lever further, now your guitar may not be set up this way. So mine goes, and I can feel that little extra pressure when I get to going from a D sharp note to a D. And then it goes down to C sharp. Okay, but I don't think yours does that. Do you feel that any change in pressure on that lever?
Yeah.
You do. Okay, good. Well, that's the same thing I got. So it's very subtle, but you'll learn how to use it. And that's good for that brings the major 7 note. Like here's an E, 1. And there's a major 7 note. When I lower it half step with that half lever thing, that lowers it down to a D, so that's the dominant 7th note. So I can play a chord like this. Just 5, 4, and 2. Okay. All right. What else would that do? Play your string 9. hit that lever. Okay, yeah, okay, right. It's doing, okay, that's set up. All right. Let me jot down notes so I remember what you got here. Where's my paper? Okay. Adalia. Okay, and then you got left, right knee left, and then right knee right. 1 plus G sharp. And this is 2 plus D, C sharp. 9 minus C sharp. Okay. My memory is bad. Can you go back and hit, we're going to use right knee left. And I want to hear what that does. Yeah, that's going there. Okay. There was another string it worked on. Was it string 6? Yeah, yeah, it was. Right, okay, okay. I got it. Okay. So now I know what changes your levers make. And this is a very standard setup, so it's not nothing unusual, thank goodness. Let me hear left knee left again. Play string 4. Okay, yeah, that sounded better. Okay, and let's hear string 8. Same thing. Yeah, you hear those little beats there, wah 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 wah, kind of wah wah thing. That's notes that are not quite in tune with each other. So I'll show you how to do that down the road. Okay. So now you know something about this, how the pedals and levers are structured. Let's see if there's anything else I want to cover today. Again, we'll make this short because I want you to actually have a chance to read through all this lesson 1 material, Adalia, and then we'll come back and go over it, and we'll talk about anything that you don't understand or have questions about, okay? But let's go to page 9, and the page number is correct now. It's a couple pages later. Okay, now this is the first step in how to read tablature. And again, I know you're used to regular standard music and sheet music, but in our world that does not exist. Does that come as a shock to you?
Sort of.
Sort of.
Well, it's going to be a visual language you don't know yet, and the reason we do it on the tablature is we have certain ways of notating pedals coming on and off, levers coming on and off, slides from one fret to another, all kinds of stuff. We try it, and the only way to really write that accurately is just by kind of handwritten tablature. Now, my stuff is not handwritten, but it started that way. But I do all this in my page layout program. Okay, well, let's look at page 9. Okay. So let's look at the arrows. We're looking at, I'm pointing to string 3, fret 1, right? So this is telling you what to play and where to play it, okay? And the next one is the 2 5s. So you're going to move the bar to fret 5, and then play those 2 notes. You just play those. Nothing else is going on there, right? Okay, and then the next one is where we're getting more complicated. Now we're playing grip 3, strings 5, 6, and 8. We skip 7. Let me get back to this view. All right. So we're playing up fret 8, get our grip 3, And then you see there's letters. That means pedal A and B are both down. So we don't play it open like this. We play it with this. Okay? And then those little dots, they tell you which fingers to use. Okay? So two dots is your middle finger. One dot is the index. And then the T is the thumb. That makes sense, right? Right. Good. Okay. Page 10. A little more of this. Now we're going to look at some slides and more pedal work. Let me get my picks back on. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Okay, good. My job is to train you to go out and play in country bands. You know, you may not want to right now, but once you get pretty good at playing steel, the best way to get better is to go play with bands. So I hope you'll want to do that down the road. Okay. Top of page 10, we're starting at fret 3. We're playing grip. What number grip is this? I'm playing 3, 4, 5. The bar is at fret 3, and I'm playing grip 1. What are the string numbers? 3, yeah.
4, 5.
Right, 3, 4, 5. So that's what that chord sounds like. Now there's lines. That means I'm going to slide somewhere, and it looks like if I'm going from fret 3 with that chord. So I'm going to pick it, let it ring, and then stop it at fret 8. Okay, you try that. So you don't do any blocking until after you play the string at fret 8. So play like grip 1 at fret 3, let it ring, and then slide up to fret 8, and then you can block it out if you want to there. Right. Now you're a little wobbly on the intonation because what you're trying to do is get the center of the bar right on the fret line, right? The trouble is when you got a bar right there so big and fat you can't even see it. So you eventually have to learn by feel and just by sight. You know, this is hopefully in tune. Now I can check that on my. I got an inline tuner, so I'm really flat there. So I need to. There. So this is one of the hardest parts about playing steel is getting accurate with your sliding to and from frets. And I'll show you how to use your tuner to figure all that out. Do you have a tuner?
No.
Okay, you're gonna need one. I'll write to you about recommendations for that. It's in the chorus too. It's later in the chorus. Okay. Back to the page 10. Okay, so this is fret 3, grip 1, up to fret 8. Okay, and then the next measure there, we're just going backwards. Same, right. Okay, why don't you try both of those? Listen to the pitch. Make sure it sounds like, you know, that's a pretty accurate, you know, I'm using just one string, that's the root note. And I'm adjusting it here at the last second because I know I'm a little bit flat. What you learn over time, Adalia, is that you learn how to gauge what the bar looks like against frets and markers on the fretboard. And then you can tell by just visually whether you're really in tune or not. But for now, we're just going to you know, do what we can. Okay, let's hear you play that. I don't think I'm hearing 3 notes. Make sure you get all 3 strings engaged. Yeah, that sounds better. Yeah, okay, so speaking of that, one of the things you're going to have to learn over time is how to get the same volume from your strings as you pick them. So you'll learn little by little how to adjust how hard you pick strings to get all the strings to sound the same roughly the same volume. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Are you overwhelmed already?
Kind
Yeah, I'm sure you are. And this is you really got to love the sound of steel so much that you're willing to put the time and effort in to learn how to play the thing. You know, it looks so easy. You see these guys just zip around and they're just sliding the bar, But there's a lot going on with the right hand, and there's even technique with the left hand too. So it's daunting, but you can do it with enough effort and resolve. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next example here. Now we're going to go from. I'm looking at 5, 6, and 8, and I know that's grip 3. And we're going to pick that, and then the lines now mean you just sustain let those notes ring, and then what happens? Look on the paper.
What?
I stuck it over there.
Which one?
Weird.
Which paper?
Page 10.
Oh.
And we're looking at that third chord in the top tablature. So we're playing strings 6, 8, and 10. Oh no, 5, 6, and 8. Sorry. Okay. Let's hear that chord from you.
Something on the door.
Yeah, fret 8. That was grip 4. Grip 3. Put your middle finger in string 5, index on string 6, thumb on string 8. Let me hear all individual notes, and just let them ring. Don't do it like this. Yeah, so we want that grip at fret 8, and then what happens? Look at the tablature and tell me what to do.
I don't know.
Well, what changes in the second chord? What's different?
Push the pedals.
He lied. He said he
Um,
about that of her. And she didn't.
push the pedals.
Right, pedals A and B come on. So you press them both down, and then you pick. And you don't pick them again. We've just played this and let it ring, and we just let it ring and add the pedals. And then we get that new chord, that F chord. All right, and that's a big part of the E9 pedal steel sound. That's just fancy stuff to show you kind of what's going on. But let's play that example again. Pick grip 3, fret 8, let it ring, then add the pedals. Yeah, okay. Is that strings 6, 8, and 10? Or 5, 6, and 8? Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure. I think the distortion I'm hearing from your pedal steel sound is making chords sound weird, so no worries. Okay, the last one on this line, and we'll stop with all this. I know this is kind of challenging. But now we're going to look at the last example there. Tell me how to play that. Tell me what's going on.
play it with the pedal B and then A.
No, look, start from the first chord there. We're moving left to right like we're reading.
I don't know.
Well, let me explain to you again. That first chord is just playing strings 5, 6, and 8, or grip 3. And then because we see the little lines, that always means either move to a different fret, or it means just let it ring. And you'll tell by the rest of the tablature. So if we play a chord, it's gonna, and we see the next chord is the same string, so we just let it ring. If it went from like 8 to 10, that'd be a slide, but we're just going 8 to 8, so we don't need to move. So in the second chord, we just let it ring and then add pedals. So it'll sound just like this again. Okay. All right. Let's hear you do that. Yeah, there you go. All right, so that's open chord, and then I call it open and close. Close means pedals A and B on. So that was the first one. Now the next one is starting with the pedals down, and then lines mean let it ring or slide or something. But we see again it's the same strings. We don't move off of those strings. So we're pedals on, and then the pedals go away. There's no A and B after that, so we're just going to release the pedals. That make sense?
I think.
Okay. We'll move on. Actually, let's just stop there. That's a good stopping point. And we got a lot more of this lesson to get through, so we'll just take slow as we need. One of my mottos is we go as fast as we can, but as slow as we need to. Okay. I'm not here to rush anybody or gloss over things and you don't get it. I want people to get it, understand what I'm saying, and what they need to know or be able to play. But this A and B pedals is like the basic part of pedal steel. You can do so much with those two pedals. And then later we'll start adding needle Everests to the mix, and we'll get more complex stuff. Okay?
Sure.
So I want you to just practice from this page 10, back to where we started, and just practice that stuff, okay? And ask your dad how you're sounding. Yeah.
I wish I knew how to play something, but.
And Dad, I want you to listen for intonation and her shaping of her hands and fingers, okay? Now I can see it real well here on the screen, but I want some coaching from you if you want to.
Sure.
Okay, great. You're going to be her comrade in this. Comrade in arms.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I can do that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
Did you understand what I was telling you as far as coaching her through all these things? That makes sense to you?
To me?
Yeah.
I didn't get everything, but I can, as far as the hand position and the blocking, I could see how that makes sense to me. But
Okay. All right. Good.
I'm not musical at all, so I didn't get all of that, but I can get some of it.
Okay. Good. Well, listen to how she sounds. I'm really looking for pretty good intonation, but it doesn't have to be perfect yet. It's okay. We'll work on that.
Yeah. I can tell if it sounds good. Yep, I'm sure I can do that.
Now you may find there's really good stuff online too to back this up. You may look for there's a YouTube channel called Steel Picking.
Okay.
Have you guys seen
We'll
that?
find that. Nope. We'll look it up though.
Yeah, look that up. It's a really good channel, and look for he has just jillions of good videos, and he goes real slow through all the things you got to do to play them. So it's really good for medium kind of beginners to medium players. But watch the right hand. Just watch the right hand for the way he picks. It's pretty close to how I do it. It's a little different, but it'll what you want to do is you want to model your playing after somebody that's good, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And that's how I learned. This is when I was learning was 1972, so there was no internet.
Yeah. Oh man.
So you've really got a huge advantage here. Of just jillions of resources online. Most of them are really quite good. Don't get too advanced. Don't get ahead of yourself. But just get what you can. But just watch the hands, both of the hands, how they handle the bar hand and then the picking hand, and just kind of try to imprint that on your mind and your hands. You want to kind of look to that as a model.
Okay.
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 All right. Well, just call us an hour. It's a little bit over, but not much. It's no big deal. So I'll see you in 2 weeks. Same time, same station.
Yep, that sounds good, John. This time we know where the link is.
Yeah. Well, there's always fumbling at the first, even on my end. I had to restart my Mac right before we came on because I couldn't get the mouse pointer to show up. So it's always something. That's my motto in life. It's always something.
It is. You just got to make sure and keep going.
Yeah. Is there a way to set up your steel in a private room where the other kids aren't there?
Well, we can try to figure that out.
If you got a laptop, that's pretty portable.
A little bit too much noise, huh?
Well, yeah, and yeah. Let's leave it at that.
Okay.
And she'll need that quiet place for practice too.
Yeah. Okay.
If that's possible, if it's not, I get it.
Not too possible, but we can do the best we can. We got a lot of kids running around.
I just think distractions are going to hinder her learning.
Okay.
Okay. So just trying to help you be better as quick as we can. Okay. All right. All right. So I guess that's it. So I'll see you in 2 weeks at 4 o'clock. Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good, John.
Good to meet you both.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Sure thing. Hang in there. It's going to get better. This is the hardest part of playing pedal steel. It really is. Just getting your hands to know what to do and how to form them and stuff. Okay. I'll see you guys later.
Okay. See ya. Bye. What do you do to this thing?